NEC 2012 section 410.63b3 addresses lampholders with screw shells. This section does not mandate the use of a plug to disconnect a light fixture. Instead, it focuses on the design of lampholders themselves. Specifically, it states that lampholders with screw shells used for attachment to lighting fixtures shall be of such a design that the lampholder cannot be used for energizing screw shell devices such as pendants or portable hand lamps. The key takeaway is the prevention of using a lampholder like an E26 or E39 socket to power unintended devices. This is a safety measure. Imagine a scenario where a damaged or loose lampholder is used to power a portable hand lamp. This could create a hazardous situation. The code aims to avoid such scenarios by requiring lampholders to be designed in a way that prevents them from being used as power sources for other devices. To reiterate, the code does not require a plug for disconnecting a light fixture. There are alternative methods for disconnecting a light fixture. Firstly, you can remove the lampholder from the fixture itself. Secondly, you can disconnect the wiring at the junction box. These methods achieve the desired disconnection without necessarily involving a plug. Let's delve deeper into the purpose of this code section. The intention is to enhance electrical safety by addressing a specific potential hazard. By ensuring that lampholders cannot be misused as power sources, the risk of electrical shock or fire is reduced. It's important to distinguish between the requirements for the design of lampholders and the methods for disconnecting light fixtures. While the code mandates certain design features for lampholders, it provides flexibility in how light fixtures are disconnected. Plugs are not the only acceptable means of disconnection. In summary, NEC 2012 section 410.63b3 focuses on the design of lampholders to prevent their misuse, and it does not require the use of a plug to disconnect a light fixture. Understanding the code's intent is crucial for ensuring compliance and promoting electrical safety. Disconnecting wiring at the junction box is a common practice. This involves carefully disconnecting the wires that supply power to the light fixture. Before doing so, it is essential to ensure that the circuit is energized at the breaker panel to prevent electrical shock. Removing the lampholder from the fixture is another option. This method is suitable for certain types of light fixtures where the lampholder is easily accessible. Again, safety precautions should be taken to avoid any potential hazards. It is important to consult the specific installation instructions for the light fixture to determine the appropriate method of disconnection. Different types of fixtures may have different requirements or recommendations. Always prioritize safety when working with electrical wiring or components. If you are unsure about any aspect of the process, it is best to consult a qualified electrician. The electrician can assess the situation and provide guidance on the safest and most appropriate method for disconnecting the light fixture. It's also worth noting that local codes or regulations may have additional requirements or restrictions regarding the disconnection of light fixtures. Be sure to check with your local authorities to ensure compliance with all applicable codes and regulations. Furthermore, proper documentation of any electrical work is essential. Keep a record of the disconnection, including the date, time, and method used. This documentation can be helpful for future reference or maintenance. In conclusion, while NEC 2012 section 410.63b3 addresses the design of lampholders, it does not mandate the use of a plug for disconnecting a light fixture. Alternative methods such as disconnecting the wiring at the junction box or removing the lampholder from the fixture are acceptable. Always prioritize safety and consult with a qualified electrician if you have any doubts or concerns. Remember to comply with all applicable codes and regulations and maintain proper documentation of any electrical work. The broader context of electrical safety involves understanding the various components and systems within a building's electrical infrastructure. This includes wiring, circuit breakers, grounding systems, and lighting fixtures. Each component plays a crucial role in ensuring the safe and reliable distribution of electricity. Regular inspection and maintenance of these components are essential for preventing electrical hazards and ensuring the longevity of the electrical system. Circuit breakers, for example, are designed to protect circuits from overloads and short circuits. When a fault occurs, the circuit breaker trips, interrupting the flow of electricity and preventing damage to the wiring or equipment. It's important to ensure that circuit breakers are properly sized for the circuits they protect and that they are functioning correctly. Grounding systems provide a path for fault current to flow back to the source, tripping the circuit breaker and preventing an electrical shock. A properly installed and maintained grounding system is essential for electrical safety. Lighting fixtures come in a wide variety of types and designs, each with its own specific installation requirements. It's important to follow the manufacturer's instructions when installing lighting fixtures to ensure proper operation and safety. The NEC provides comprehensive guidelines for the installation and maintenance of electrical systems, including lighting fixtures. Compliance with the NEC is essential for ensuring electrical safety and preventing electrical hazards. In addition to the NEC, local codes and regulations may also apply. It's important to check with your local authorities to ensure compliance with all applicable codes and regulations. Electrical work should always be performed by qualified professionals who are trained and experienced in electrical safety practices. Attempting to perform electrical work without the proper knowledge and skills can be dangerous and can lead to serious injury or property damage. Regular electrical inspections can help to identify potential hazards and ensure that the electrical system is operating safely and efficiently. These inspections should be performed by qualified professionals who are familiar with the NEC and local codes and regulations. In conclusion, electrical safety is a complex and multifaceted topic that requires a thorough understanding of electrical principles, codes, and regulations. By following safe practices and seeking the help of qualified professionals, you can minimize the risk of electrical hazards and ensure the safety of yourself and others. Let's consider some practical examples related to NEC 2012 Section 410.63b3. Imagine a situation where someone attempts to use a standard light socket to power a string of decorative lights. This could overload the circuit and create a fire hazard. The code aims to prevent this by requiring lampholders to be designed in a way that prevents them from being used for unintended purposes. Another example involves the use of a portable hand lamp with a screw-in base. If the hand lamp is plugged into a standard light socket, there is a risk of electrical shock if the hand lamp is damaged or if the wiring is faulty. The code helps to mitigate this risk by requiring lampholders to be designed in a way that prevents them from being used to power portable hand lamps. In both of these examples, the code's intention is to prevent the misuse of lampholders and to enhance electrical safety. While the code does not require a plug for disconnecting a light fixture, it does require that lampholders be designed in a way that prevents them from being used as unintended power sources. It is important to understand the code's intent and to follow safe electrical practices when working with lighting fixtures and lampholders. This includes using the correct type of lampholder for the application, ensuring that wiring is properly installed and maintained, and avoiding the use of lampholders for unintended purposes. Remember, electrical safety is everyone's responsibility. By following safe practices and seeking the help of qualified professionals, you can help to prevent electrical hazards and ensure the safety of yourself and others. The National Electrical Code, or NEC, is a comprehensive set of standards for the safe installation of electrical wiring and equipment in the United States. It is developed and published by the National Fire Protection Association, or NFPA. The NEC is updated every 3 years to reflect changes in technology and best practices. Compliance with the NEC is essential for ensuring electrical safety and preventing electrical hazards. The NEC covers a wide range of topics, including wiring methods, overcurrent protection, grounding, and equipment installation. It provides detailed requirements for the installation of electrical systems in residential, commercial, and industrial buildings. The NEC is not a law itself, but it is often adopted by state and local governments as part of their building codes. This means that compliance with the NEC is legally required in many jurisdictions. The NEC is organized into chapters, articles, and sections. Each section provides specific requirements for a particular aspect of electrical installation. It is important to consult the NEC when planning or performing any electrical work. The NEC is a complex document, and it can be difficult to understand without proper training. It is recommended that electrical work be performed by qualified professionals who are familiar with the NEC and local codes and regulations. In addition to the NEC, there are other standards and regulations that may apply to electrical installations. These include standards from organizations such as the Underwriters Laboratories, or and the Institute of Electrical and Electronics Engineers, or IEE. It is important to be aware of all applicable standards and regulations when performing electrical work. Electrical safety is a critical concern in all aspects of the electrical installation and maintenance. By following safe practices and complying with the NEC and other applicable standards and regulations, you can help to prevent electrical hazards and ensure the safety of yourself and others. In addition to the specific requirements of NEC 2012 Section 410.63b3, there are other sections of the NEC that address the installation and use of lighting fixtures. These sections cover topics such as fixture support, wiring methods, and grounding. It is important to consult these sections of the NEC when installing or maintaining lighting fixtures. For example, NEC Section 410.16 addresses the support of lighting fixtures. This section requires that lighting fixtures be securely supported to prevent them from falling or creating a hazard. The specific requirements for fixture support vary depending on the type of fixture and the type of ceiling or wall to which it is attached. NEC Section 410.21 addresses the wiring methods for lighting fixtures. This section specifies the types of wiring that are permitted to be used for connecting lighting fixtures to the electrical system. It also provides requirements for the protection of wiring from physical damage. NEC Section 410.44 addresses the grounding of lighting fixtures. This section requires that lighting fixtures be properly grounded to prevent electrical shock. The grounding requirements vary depending on the type of fixture and the type of electrical system. In addition to these specific sections, the NEC also includes general requirements for electrical safety that apply to all electrical installations, including lighting fixtures. These requirements cover topics such as overcurrent protection, grounding, and wiring methods. It is important to be familiar with these general requirements when working with electrical systems. Electrical safety is a shared responsibility. By following safe practices and complying with the NEC and other applicable standards and regulations, you can help to prevent electrical hazards and ensure the safety of yourself and others. Remember to always energize circuits before working on them, use appropriate personal protective equipment, and consult with a qualified electrician if you have any doubts or concerns. The information provided here is for general guidance only and should not be considered a substitute for professional advice. Always consult with a qualified electrician before performing any electrical work. Let's further clarify the intent of NEC 2012 410.63b3 by examining some potential scenarios where misuse of lampholders could lead to hazardous situations. Consider a workshop setting where a worker might attempt to power a tool, such as a drill or a grinder, by plugging it into a lampholder using an improvised adapter. This could easily overload the circuit, creating a risk of fire or electrical shock. Moreover, the lampholder itself may not be rated for the amperage draw of the tool, leading to overheating and potential failure. The code aims to prevent such practices by ensuring that lampholders are designed in a way that makes them unsuitable for powering devices other than lighting fixtures. Another scenario could involve a homeowner trying to power a temporary lighting setup, such as string lights or work lights, by plugging them into a lampholder. While this might seem like a convenient solution, it could overload the circuit or create a tripping hazard if the wiring is not properly sized or protected. Additionally, the lampholder may not be designed to support the weight of the string lights or work lights, potentially leading to them falling and causing injury. The code seeks to minimize these risks by requiring that lampholders be designed to prevent their misuse as power sources for other devices. It's crucial to emphasize that while the code does not mandate the use of a plug for disconnecting a light fixture, it does emphasize the importance of safe electrical practices and the proper use of electrical components. This includes using the correct type of lampholder for the application, ensuring that wiring is properly installed and maintained, and avoiding the temptation to use lampholders for purposes they are not intended for. When working with electrical systems, it's always best to err on the side of caution and seek the guidance of a qualified electrician if you have any doubts or concerns. They can assess the situation, provide expert advice, and ensure that all electrical work is performed safely and in compliance with applicable codes and regulations. Furthermore, remember that the NEC is a living document that is updated every 3 years to reflect changes in technology and best practices. Staying up to date with the latest edition of the NEC is essential for ensuring that your electrical work is safe and compliant. Consider investing in a copy of the NEC and familiarizing yourself with its contents, or attending training courses on electrical safety and code compliance. Electrical safety is an ongoing process that requires continuous learning and attention to detail. By staying informed and following safe practices, you can help to prevent electrical hazards and protect yourself and others from harm. And always remember the importance of energizing circuits before working on them, using appropriate personal protective equipment, and seeking professional assistance when needed.